You can edit the global colors of the presentation, the global fonts of it, and by using the slide master, you can add any image to all of the slides in one click. It is possible to make global changes to the presentation. I want to show you 3 tricks here. For this, I go to Design and I choose the Variants tab. You can also eventually work with the themes, but as I said before, I do not recommend you. But you can check it out, and as you see, those themes make global changes to the presentation. I go back and I go to the Variants. By selecting this icon, I can choose random colors for my presentation. These colors apply to some of the things on the presentation, but this is not the most important part. The most important part, you can customize your color palette. What this does, after I click and select another color, when I click on an object, I go to Drawing Tools, and I want to fill it with something, those colors appear here. If you, for example, want to have a only blue presentation, you can adjust those colors to be only blue and you will have a variety of colors here. You could also take the Adobe colors, select them, and place them here. The next trick is also very simple. You can go to Design, you can hit this again, and you can go to Fonts. By going to Fonts, you can choose Customize Font. And since for this presentation we were using Open Sans, I was always changing it by hand, but I can also go here, type Open Sans, for the body font also Open Sans, and now as I insert anything, for example a text box, and I start to type in, it already has the font we picked a moment ago. This was the second little trick. The last trick I want to show you is going to View and to Slide Master. This is a more advanced technique, but by the Slide Master adding anything here on the first slide in the Slide Master, it will be added globally to the entire presentation. This is, for example, the title slide. Let me show you what I mean by this. I go to Insert, I go to Insert Shapes, and for example, I use clouds. If I would do a presentation about some cloud server service, I could use this cloud. Of course, I would need to select a better color and no outline, and position it, for example, in the left and right corner. Let me quickly do this. Move them around, place it here. I go to Slide Master and I want to close Master View. As you see, the entire presentation has now those clouds here. Well, for our presentation, we didn't use it, but as you see, you can really quickly make a global change to your presentation. For example, you could add little slide numbers here. You would go to View, Slide Master. You would insert a little shape, for example, a square. I would select no outline. I would fill it with the gray color we have used in the presentation. I go to Slide Master, I close it, and now it will be easier and simpler for me to put a text with a slide number here. So I hope also this information is a useful thing, because you can predefine some design and go along with it for the entire presentation. Thank you again for your attention and head over to the next lesson.